Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today on The Sims 4, we are going to be building with my favorite CC packs. Well, a few of my favorite. I had to narrow things down. So what I did to narrow it down is I put them all in a spinning wheel at a wheel generator and I let it decide. I've written it all down so I don't forget. I'm a very forgetful person. You can't see it because I wrote it down in pencil, but yeah, just know it's here. So we got Forever Autumn, Golden Garden, Simple Live, Lorenzo Living, Baker's Kitchen, Clean, Organic, Soak, Hinterlands, and Sunwoven. Originally I was just gonna do 8 packs, but I didn't have anything for the outside and I just had to keep spinning. I mean, I didn't have anything other than Golden Garden. I wanted to keep spinning. I think that's it. We can go ahead and get started. Oh, and by the way, Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, I like completely forgot this was going to be posted in the new year. It's currently December 20th, so I'm filming a video today and tomorrow because nobody is home. I have all the time in the world. Anyway, so let's go ahead and decorate the entryway. Sorry, I know it's kind of odd that I'm going and doing the wallpapers and flooring first, but like I just kind of want to get ahead of it so that we can move a little faster. Yeah, some of the flooring, some of the wallpapers might change later on, but for now, I just want to stick with it. Let's use the clean flooring from Harry. Okay, so for our entryway, we're going to use Simple Live, a few items from Simple Live. This little mirror cabinet. I think it's super cute. The wallpapers, okay, we're gonna have to change the wallpapers because I really love the white swatch of this. And then we can also put in this little side cabinet. See how cute that is? Oh my god. You can also put this rug. It's pretty big, but I don't know. This little circular deco would be really nice. I also want to use Forever. Ooh, I'm not sure if it's this pack that has it, but there's this little thingy-majig. I kind of want to put in some coat. Like, this would be really nice, I think. Oh, sometimes I'm just not in the right headspace. Let's move that here, actually. I feel like it makes a lot more sense over here. Then I want to put in Aroma Read. Oh, actually, they have this in a whole tray. Oh, that looks so nice when you first enter the home. And I know sometimes I think too realistically, but like when you first enter the home, it's gonna smell so good. A rainbow decoration. Shoes. Let's put in this flower. Ooh, some rain boots would do. This is from the organic pack. A keepsake box would be nice. I will also say that the packs that I've included are packs that have separate little collections, I guess, or parts. So like Hinterlands from Peacemaker, it comes with like a living room and a dining room. Simple Live, I think, has 4 or 5 parts. Forever Autumn has like 7 maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But because they were already downloaded into my mod folder, I didn't want to have to like look for them and delete each part because and then just like keep selecting, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is a little easier. And plus, for future CC builds, at least you'll already have the packs if you want to download this house and the previous CC builds that I've done. I gotta finish my milk tea. Ooh, I didn't see that we had these. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Okay, because we already have a plant, I feel like we could get rid of that and just put tissue. In case your guests need it, in case you need it before you leave. Never hurts to be too sure. Why, that's such a cute rug. I think that's perfect for the entryway. Right, so I'm sorry if you could hear me chewing. Oh, that's a cute plant. What is this, the money plant or snake plant? No, this is not a snake plant. I used to be into plants, but like they just kept dying. I'm really not great at taking care of plants. And it's also because like I don't like going outside because I'm not someone who likes the heat. So I would put my plants in my room, and because like the sun is on the opposite side of my house, the sun sets on this side of my house, so I don't get a lot of lighting. So it's not great for plants at all. And then I gave it to somebody and it started thriving, and I was just like, I kind of just gave up. I'm kind of sad. There's no other coats that we can hang up. I'm trying to find like a really big plant. It's kind of nice. Now let's go back and change the wallpaper. We might be able to use this plaster wall from the clean pack. I think this matches a little bit better, especially with the furniture that we're going to use. Let's use it for the dining room as well. I need to add in a painting over here. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, why don't we put this up here? Also, while we are here, let's go ahead and decorate the bathroom. I do want to use this. This is sort of similar to the Pastel Pockets mirror, and we could use this cream sink. This will just be a half bath, so there's no need for a shower and a bath. Oh, and we got the sunny escape, the snowy escape rug. Beautiful, wonderful. This pack was made for me. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that we had an umbrella rack. Okay, put this here, do that. Well, let's put in some tissue, I guess. What else can we put in here? I think we can have a laundry basket. Oh, okay. Does not want to go underneath the sink. Let me move that out of the way first. And let's put the sink. I don't know if the sink will be functional because of the, whatchamacallit, the laundry basket. And then we can have our trash can right there. Oh, there's the toilet. We could put this succulent. One of these citrus paintings. We can or toothbrushes just in case we have guests who want to sleep over. There's the soap. And then the flooring. There's this flooring from the Sunwoven collection. It's not really the vibe I was going for. Oh my gosh, Forever Autumn has tiling. Okay, I think this one works. We can probably shrink down the rug. This side is pretty empty, so why don't we put the painting over there? Oh my god, did I not put in like a hand towel or anything? Oh gosh. We could put a little towel rack over here. Okay, so just the same as my other CC builds, we'll just use base game for any item. Oh, that we can't use, except I did find something. That's really nice. Maybe I can change the rug and make that yellow instead. That's beautiful. It's so me. It's so me. Maybe the trash can needs to go next to the toilet instead. Okie dokie. Moving forward, we could use the Lorenza living pack now. Why don't we use this cute little couch as well as the matching love seat and a couple chairs. Our coffee table could be this one, and then our rug could be this one. I was gonna add in a fireplace, but I don't know. We'll see first. Let's see first if I have any fireplaces. Let's put in this lamp. Why don't we put in some books, some on the console table as well, and then this little plant that we did not use in the entryway. We could include these pillows on top of the couch. Then behind the couch, let's have, apparently people want to message me now. Let's have these posters or photographs or paintings, whatever. That's nice. You know what I wonder? I wonder if the content creators, the custom content creators actually create those images or if they get it off the internet. Let's just use a TV from the Lorenzo pack. We have this organic wood burner. I will keep this here in case I don't find anything else. Ooh, actually, this one. I'm really sad we didn't get coastal. That's actually like my number one. There are also a couple packs that I forgot to include, like Octave, Living Room. But you know what? I'm pretty happy with the packs that were chosen. Ooh, we can put this open book. Maybe they're architecture. Maybe they're taking up architecture or in, what is this called? Interior design. We can also add in this bookshelf and put in some things like a swatch book. We can add in a little poof. Let's add in a plant. Maybe we can add in a couple wine bottles. This one's even like lying down. Ooh, that's kind of cool. We can put in a lamp right next to these couches. And because they're into interior design, maybe we can add in these like intricate decorations. Let's put in a plant on top of that. Poof. And why don't we finally add in this plant that I wanted to use earlier? Oh my god, there's a Taylor Swift album clock. Girl, Joyce, can you be my best friend? Ooh, okay. Let's add the same plant in the corner over there. Or maybe we can put it in the corner over here. I just feel like this side's a little bit empty. And that'll be that for this living space. Let's go ahead and move in to the kitchen, which is a pretty big kitchen. We can use these these tiles from the Sunwoven collection. I fear I'm not a big fan of this wallpaper. I think I like this a lot better, but it's so bright. This is from the Forever Autumn collection. I think this little green one is gonna work just fine for me. You know, I kind of hate when the balls don't have any milk to come with it. Let's use the Hinterlands collection from Peacemaker. I think we'll use this beige one. What do I want to do? Should we do a little bit of this and then do a little bit of this? That might be nice. Let's do this. Ooh, actually, what if we do that in the middle? Let's do that. Ooh, so there's like a separate thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. And then let's put in a refrigerator in the end. Let's put the sink right there next to the pantry. Ooh, a buffet hut. Wow. We could put this in the dining because the dining's quite big. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, anyway. Ooh, with this. Now I gotta choose later. I gotta choose which one I want to use. But I see there is no refrigerator. Otherwise, I might just be blind. Oh, a bar cabinet. You're speaking my language. And I don't think there's any Hinterlands refrigerator, so let's use this one. Gorgeous. Okay, maybe the sink should go here instead. And then we'll use a stove on this side, if I can find a stove. But while we're at it, let's put in some decor, like these cutting boards, these ceramic dishes. This mocha pot would be nice. And maybe a little teapot. We can stack in some wine bottles. What if we put in this pot an acid bottle? I think that's just vinegar, no? We can put the cookbook right next to this, where the stove's gonna be. And then we can also use this. Ooh, should we have a double stove moment? I fear I might want a double stove moment. But my issue is it's not gonna fit. Ooh, a dishwasher. Let's put in a little microwave. But then that means that I would have to get rid of this cookbook. I mean, actually, the cookbook can just go over here, and the coffee pot can go next to the sink. The stove, I don't know, is the green too much? Because we can always do yellow. Wait a minute. Oh, this one fits. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of these other things. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Ooh, a little honey pot. Ooh, we could put in another fireplace. What if we put one right here? I don't know. Let's just keep that there, just in case. You can have a sideboard. Or do we want like a little breakfast nook? I feel like I always do the breakfast nook thing, but like, I'm just saying, if it ain't broke, can add in a little plant, add in some bowls, a couple plates. Ooh, maybe the cookbook can just go over here. Let's go back into the simple live pack and use this little painting of a sourdough bread. Ooh, we could also add in cookies. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this pack. Ooh, a storage rack right there. Seasoning. Oh, we do need some seasoning. We can add in a little clock. Let's use the Taylor Swift clock. And what if I size up this succulent? Well, it look okay. Oh, it kind of looks nice. We also don't have a rug. We can size this one down and put that right there. We can use this little Argyle swatch. Oops. And we can call it a day on the kitchen. Now, let's figure out the dining situation. I do want to have these some cabinet situation. I just don't know. I think we could use this one over here. Maybe we could do a little bit of this, right? Like put these two side by side. And then we can have a little bar cabinet right there off to the side. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does it look good that way? I also kind of don't want to have to keep cluttering up. We could use this same rug from the kitchen in a different swatch. Hold on now. Ooh, okay. This long farmhouse table would be really nice. Plus these framed dining chairs. I think we're all about the florals. Why don't we add in this mirror? I think there's like this table that we could use. This one, the sideboard. And then we could do that, right? Like this bar can just go over here, or actually it could go over here and we could do some adjusting so that the mirror is at the center. We can put in a tea canister, a saute pan just as like a little decoration, another herb pot because why not? Maybe these versions are our fancier china. Actually, we could put this here. And I'm just gonna have to clutter this up with a bunch of like random bottles. And then we can put in a bunch of like wine bottles over here. And then why don't we add this porcelain lamp on top of the cabinet? We can add this little plant, a little window art right above. And then we can put this over here, this little painting over here. Maybe that's the owner of the house. Oh, wow, this giant giant-ass painting would be nice of a fox. Still don't know what the fox is. Ooh, there's just a mirror. Oh, wait, I kind of like this mirror a lot more. Ooh, wait, I kind of want to add this over here. Let's put in these jars. A little wooden clock on the other side. Ooh, a little mug set we could put right in front of one of the dining spaces. A forest jar, no idea what that means. We can also add in this teapot in the center of the table, a little for decoration over there, and maybe some candles. I think that looks cute. I think this dining room calls for a little bit of a chandelier. What if I use this one? And then from the organic collection, we can size up this plant. I don't know, it's looking a little beige in here. Ooh, okay, why don't we add in this base, size it up, put that here. Why don't we make it green so that we have some sort of color in here too? Let's add in this plant. Let's use the organic curtain rods. And I think that that's it for the dining room. Okay, guys, we're going back into the kitchen before we move forward. I found some other things that we could use. I completely forgot about other packs that I'm supposed to use. We're gonna use this Dutch oven baker's pot instead. I think honestly that's enough. But I do kind of want to change the rug in here. I just can't find a rug in any of our packs. Okay, I decided to change the swatch. I just felt like green would liven up the room a little bit, and also I sized it up using tool mod, so you might have to do some adjusting later on. I feel like this vintage is gonna do a lot better, just so it's not so like neutral in here. Okay, now we can finally move on up into the second floor. Over here, what can we do? We can have a sideboard over here or a multifunctional cabinet. Okay, no, yeah, let's use this multifunctional cabinet right here next to the door, which should be facing the other way. We can add in a little couch over here, just like a little hangout corner. Let's use this leaf again. Why don't we put in these embroidery items? Let's put in a bunch of plants because I feel like they like gardening, which you can kind of see from the outside, like on the outside. Maybe these are plants they've, collected, and or maybe they're plants that they've saved. I'm putting a little rug over there in that corner. No, I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, magazines would be nice. Maybe a wicker basket. And then just so, again, it's not so beige in here. Let's use different swatches. I feel like over here we can add in this ceramic artwork from Harry's Clean collection. We can add in a fabric hamper over here. Or we could just size up this plant and put that in the corner. Would it make sense if we have the wicker on top, on the bottom of it? I don't know. Let's just size up this plant and use that in the corner over there. And then I think that's it for this hallway. For this bedroom, what are we gonna do? Since it is smaller, I think this would be okay to use the soak kit, the soak pack. Let's use these bathroom tiles from Forever Autumn, and then these green tiles for the flooring. Or I've just seen the soak tiles. Let's use this one. Over here we can have our bathtub. Our sink can go off to the side over here with our little mirror. We can also use these sconces if it wants to place. I don't think it wants to place. There you go. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, my phone's ringing. Nobody's answering the phone, but I just placed in these curtains from the Forever Autumn kit or pack. We can add in a couple skincare items. Oh, we have hand towels. Oh my gosh, there's a toilet brush. I forgot we need a toilet. So I think instead of a shower, we could just put the toilet over there, and then we can put this toilet brush right here, or maybe here. Let's put in the toothbrush. Let's use this rug. Why don't we add in a little robe over here? Actually, this rug would be a little better. We can add in a towel rack above the bathtub. Let's maybe add in two towels. And this picture frame over here. It's a little too light for this theme that we've got going on, but I think it's fine. It's off in the little corner anyway. And then let's use the same toilet paper roll. Okay, Okay, that bathroom is done. Now let's work out the bedroom. I think maybe we could have the bed go over here. We can put in a vanity. What if we use this basket and put it right there? The little rainbow could go over here. We can add in incense and maybe more skincare items. We can add in this wall mirror. I just don't like how it's facing the bed, but it's fine. It's not like exactly on the face, so it's fine. I know there is a problem with the mattress appearing for this hack, so we're not gonna use that. Well, let's just use Simple Love instead, because then at least it'll match the aesthetic a little bit. Let's use this one, and then let's use that. For the rug, let's use this, and let's change the swatches because I forgot this was supposed to be a darker room, a darker aesthetic. Then let's go ahead and use clean for the wardrobe. We could use the same wallpaper from downstairs, or we could use this one from Simple Live. I think that's cute. I also don't have a chair for the vanity. Let's use this chair and let's pretend it's functional. Let's add in this little plant from Organic. Maybe we can add in this bookshelf on the entryway. Oh, but you can see it through the walls. Why don't I just put it here? Thing is, it's gonna block the windows. I can move the door so that this is over here instead. Oh, yeah, they can have their own like coat hanger. Why don't we add this thing in front of the bed? And then we can also add in these end tables. And then just for a little bit more color, let's add that painting. Ooh, this little Lorenza plant would be nice. In the dark swatch, look at that, that's so cute. And then let's add in a little book over here. What if we use this picture and size it up? And that'll be that for this room. Let's move on into the master bedroom. Let's use this headboard with the bed frame and matching mattress. That way we don't also need to include an end table. I think over here we could use this desk. Again, they're interior designers, so they'll need a little workstation. That desk chair would look really nice. Ooh, what if we add in this swatch for the desk? Let's go back with this ceramic artwork in a different swatch. Sorry, I don't know if I was talking when the motorcycle was running. I don't know if you could hear that. I'm very sorry. I've only just clocked it. I was locked in. Why don't we put in this skirted chase over here in the corner and we'll have like a little reading spot. I want to put in this cutesy little pillow. Maybe because this is a big room, we're gonna do a lot. So let's add in this little ottoman, or well, I think it's called a bench, occasional bench. We can add in this lamp right next to the chase. Use this wallpaper. Why don't we use the same bookshelf in here as well? Let's add in a candle, this small blackberry arrangement. For our computer, let's just use base game since there's nothing that we could use since none of our packs come with a computer. I just don't like any of these computers from the base game. I really don't. That's why I always use like Comfy Gamer or High School Years, just because look at that. There's just so much more, and it's a little bit more modern too. Like I would love to use this, but it's not with any of the packs that we have. I think the best that we could do is use the portable computer where it's that. At least, you know, when you're an interior designer, you can bring that around with you to show your clients. You can put a coffee mug right next to the computer, just hopefully they don't spill their drinks. Then I think this is a big enough space. We can put in this gigantic flower pot. We can also possibly use this vase in a little corner. You can add in this lamp. You know what I love about custom content is when it comes with pillows, they're actually going to snap onto the bed and I don't have to raise them up. Like honestly, it makes my life so much easier. And then we can put in a laundry basket off to the side here, or maybe we should put it next to the bathroom door, next to the vase. And let's put some succulent. Maybe we can reuse this plant right next to the bed. In this corner we can probably, oh, never mind. Oh my gosh, cat. We could use this picture frame. We can add in this flower. Let's reuse this poof. Ooh, we could put clothes. And probably add in Harper's Bazaar magazines. Another wicker basket. Then this could be our rug. I'm thinking, why not add in a little bit more chairs? You can never have too many, right? Like one of them could have the floral pattern, and then we can have, oh, that's such a cute coffee table. I think we could just put in this poof. Let's add in this little gingham poof right there. That's so cute. Let's put this pillow on that one. And this pillow over here. Yee. Let's add in this succulent. And then I think that is all that we could do for the master bedroom. Now let's go on into the final room, which is the master bathroom. Why don't we use this bathtub right away, straight away? Let's get into it. And then let's use the same sink from downstairs. Or actually, there's this other sink that I want to use from the Forever Autumn pack. Oh, and I didn't speak at all. Anyway, so I just put down this soap for our wallpaper. Let's use this pink tiling, and then we can use the pink swatch for the soak tiles. We can add in a little couch. How many seating areas do we want? Seriously, let's just add in the toilet. Let's use the same rug from earlier, our little snowy escape knockoff, and then let's put in toothbrush in this corner. You can add in another laundry basket. You can put in two laundry baskets. And then a robe. Let's place another rug over here. Obviously, we have to put in the toilet paper. Let's put in some skincare off to the side. And this little toilet brush. Guys, can I just say, let's talk about a show. I'm like obsessed with Dynamite Kiss. Oh my gosh, I've diversified my palette in terms of like entertainment. Before, I would usually just watch, like for a year or two straight, I would watch just like UK YouTubers because I got obsessed with like Beta Squad and the Sidemen for a while I was unemployed in 2023. I'm unemployed again. Now I'm obsessing over something else. And now I'm like watching, like I travel. I travel with the watch with whatever I watch. Like, you know, I'll go to Camp Half Blood on Wednesdays, and then on Fridays I'll go to Ottawa to watch some hockey, and then, you know, this week I'm gonna go back to Hawkins after being gone for like a month. Sometimes I'll fly back next week too. I'll fly back to South Korea to watch for the cutest little rom-com ever. It's just like, I kind of really love Dynamite Kiss, and if there's anything I would recommend you guys watching, it's that. I know it might not be the best and other people might have other opinions on like what's the best, but I do really like this one. The only reason I started watching it was because I watched My Roommate is a Gumiho, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing properly, 4 months ago, and the same actor is in Dynamite Kiss, and when I saw his face, I literally jumped out of my seat and I just said, yep, I'm watching that. Which, by the way, My Roommate is a Gumiho made me cry so hard. Anyway, let's get back into the video. I kind of want to put this one in. I want to use a woman like that. Like that's so nice. Okay, I think that's it. We just gotta add curtains. I think that is it. I don't think I'll be making any adjustments later on when we end this video. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a tour. So when we first enter the house, this is our front door, by the way. How do you speed this up? Because I hate this so much. It's like really slow. Okay, when we first enter the door, this is what it's gonna look like. It's very neutral, very simple. Anyway, so on the left, we have our entryway table with little trinkets, a couple shoes, an umbrella rack. To the right side of the entryway, we have our living space. I think it looks so cute. This corner, yeah, I really love these couches. Like, they're so cute. They're so cute. And those paintings, those, oh gosh, those are so beautiful. So beautiful. And then this is what it looks like. This is your little view out to the backyard. You can have a little picnic over there, and you can see some birds. These little things, sorry, these, I have to show you what they are. These things, they're like bird houses that you hang on the tree, so that's super cute. And then let's go back into the entryway. To the left of it, you'll have your dining room. Oh, you know what? From this angle, it doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look plain or empty. I really thought that was pink, but that's fine because it matches the lamp. So yeah, that's that. Let's go and look through this corner. It looks super cute. I did not know that that painting was something you put on top of a desk. So let's adjust that. There. Okay, let's do this. And then let's move some stuff. It's not bad. Whoa. And then we move into the kitchen. Look at that. Just from this archway alone, it looks super, super cute and super bright. Love that. Oh, I forgot we used Taylor Swift. Hello. That's nice. And then let's move on into the bathroom, the powder room. Our sink has disappeared. I hate it when it does that. There's our little sink with our little basket underneath. Yeah, if it doesn't end up being functional, just remove the basket from below. Our toilet has disappeared, but you know it's there. Then let's go up. Whoa. Whoa. This is our little view. It looks a little plain and empty. I'll admit that, but I think it looks pretty okay on this side, at least. And then let's go into the first bedroom, which will be the dark aesthetic. Not so bad. I don't think you'll be this tiny when you walk through it. Yeah, very, very dark in here, but I kind of vibe with it. It's very simple too. Not so bad. Could have done a little better. And then this is our dark aesthetic bathroom, which I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. And then let's go into the next bedroom, which is the master bedroom. This is what it'll look like when you first walk in. Very spacious. Love that. It's very, very light. Feels like, you know, a little bit of an older person might live here. I don't know why, but it gives off Asian vibes. Maybe because an Asian person made it. To the right, we'll have our workstation with a little seating area in case you have any guests or in case you just want to chill by the window. And then over here to the left side, we'll have just a couple decorative items, and then we'll have a little reading spot when we want to chill. Should have put up a picture frame up there. It's okay. It's fine. I'm into the bathroom. We have a very, very pink bathroom, which is actually kind of cute. I never would have expected myself to make a pink bathroom. I'm not a very big fan of pink. Here's our little sink with our little mirror, a little toilet with maybe a self-portrait. And then this is our bathroom, little laundry basket. And then this is our view. It's not a bad view. It's not. You're like far away from your neighbors. And then yeah, there's also a balcony space out here, but I didn't have any balcony items. I didn't really know what to do here since they were 2 tiles. Maybe you can make it more of a gardening space for you. Oh, and then also in the backyard we have this little dining spot. I'm just gonna use my mouse. We have a few gardening pots over there. Over here, we have a little flower arranging station with a little citrus tree. I just put the divider here just because I felt like it might not be aesthetically pleasing. But then again, I put in this grill from the base game, so it's not very aesthetically pleasing. But I did put the citrus tree to block it out. And I did put the lemons here from lemon picking. And we have this little cozy bench spot you can chill in with your friends. A little patio couch as well. And that's about it. I put in some motorcycles here in the front too, and that's about it. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Which room was your favorite? Which pack is your favorite from this video? I'm definitely a big Joyce's Fox fan. They really carried this video. Yeah, it's definitely a different vibe inside compared to the outside, but I think I really, really love it. Either way, am I a big fan of the siding? No, but we worked with what we got. So yeah, let me know if there's any other build challenges you guys would like me to do, if there's any other CC challenges you guys would like me to do, and make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful start to the new year so far. Bye!